Welcome back to the OpenVINO channel. Let's talk about processing TensorFlow models and preparing them for inference with the model optimizer. Unlike a cafe model, TensorFlow model is a bit more complex to convert, and there are a few reasons. Number one, TensorFlow framework supports many operations. These operations sometimes cannot even be represented by a simple graph. These operations sometimes are not even related to computer vision. If you're trying to take a graph as is, without this processing, and accelerate it on a neural network accelerator, it sometimes just doesn't work. We can fix most of these issues. We can cut out portions of the topology and replace them with simple graph operations, but it requires work. A good practice is to check the supported layers. Go to documentations and check them out. Open the index file, go to model optimizer, supported layers. You can see the cafe supported layers, MXNet, TensorFlow, and so on. Number two, models are sometimes not frozen. During the training phase of the model, a TensorFlow model will have all the parameters as variables, not as fixed numbers. Each checkpoint, a snapshot of these parameters is taken. We need to freeze the model, basically go back to the last checkpoint and fixate the parameters, replace them with the fixed numbers. Number three, sometimes special APRs are used to process a model. The TensorFlow SSD API is one example. We can handle many of these cases, but you will have to know what is the type of the model, what is the status, and how to process it. Before we even start, make sure you have the prerequisites for running TensorFlow. You can just run this script. This will install everything you need to get started. So let's get started with getting a TensorFlow model. Option number one, navigate to the documentation and use one of the links to download a model. A nice bonus here is that you can see the scaling factors required per each of these models. We want to download the frozen ones. Another option is to get it through our model downloader. Some of the topologies available are TensorFlow. Let's download GoogleNet v3, for example, and we got the model.pb file. Now we have the .pb file. This model is frozen. If your model is not frozen, you will have to freeze it. Please check the documentation on how to do it. You'll need the checkpoint file and maybe others. It's a simple one command line. So, how to look into the frozen .pb file? This is a non-readable binary file. There are two ways to read it. Number one, install TensorFlow. Let's build the TensorFlow directory. Run this utility. Convert PB to TensorFlow. And open a Tensor-Board on a browser. And here is the topology. Option 2. If you just need to know the input and output layers, we have a small utility that can get it for you. Go to Model Optimizer /utils and run Summarize Graph. And you can see the names of the first and last layers. And now, converting the model with Model Optimizer looks just like we did for Cafe. Specify the model, the output directory, and run. If your model is SSD or any other special case, please check the documentation on how to process it. Usually, it involves cutting small portions of the graph and replacing them with equivalent, simpler operations. So, we have seen how to load a TensorFlow model, how to view the inputs and outputs, and how to process it with the model optimizer. Subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this. Thank you.